Hello my dear friends, I hope you all are doing good. This is Prashant Mauni and I warmly welcome all of you to StudyIQ. Dear friends, before moving ahead, I have some important information for you. The thing is, starting from 1st January, the pen drive and tablet courses, you will see a price rise of 10% on all our pen drive and tablet courses, and at present up to 40% year-end sale is on. So if you haven't got it yet, I would recommend all of you to get it as soon as possible. With this, we have also launched a test series pertaining to SSC, so please check it out on studyiq.com. With this, dear friends, identify the person that you can see on your screen. I have some important information or announcement that we will talk about at the end of this discussion. Do let me know the name of this person as well as the work that he has done for our country. With this, the first item that we have is pertaining to atomic energy, and the figures that you are going to see here, right, the factual figures are very important because they help you a lot with your MCQs. You find this sort of MCQs as well. Many a times you have to arrange the source of energy in ascending or descending order, hydrological and hydro energy, or nuclear energy, or solar energy, wind energy, in this way. So you should know the exact figures. And if you are talking about energy security and this sort of questions you do find, may it be pertaining to climate change or energy security or development, at that point of time, if you want to put your point across, then if you can, or if it requires, then you can add this sort of figures as well. That will add a bit of weight in your answer. I'm not saying that you should use too many figures, not at all, but only when they are required you can place them. So it's been 70 years since the constitution of Atomic Energy Commission, and at present, as we are speaking, we have 22 nuclear reactors active, and from these nuclear reactors we are producing 6,780 megawatt power. Easy to remember, 6780 as of now from 22 nuclear reactors. The latest one that we have got is KKNPP, that is Kudamkulam Nuclear Power Plant, which is in Tamil Nadu. We have developed it with the help of Russian technology, and many times you find this word called critical. Critical basically means, when we talk about nuclear power plants or reactors, critical means they have started producing energy. Now in future, by 2031, we are planning to increase production and to take it up to 22,480 megawatt. These figures are important. This one is of course important as well. The good thing is that the average tariff at present in 2016-17 is 2.95 per unit, which is very low, isn't it? And the older powers like TAPS 1 and 2, the price is per unit is 1.07, which is very low price. And the Kudamkulam as well, we are at present it is 4.10, which is not bad. In near future it will go down even further. Nuclear energy is a clean energy, and that is the reason why we need more and more nuclear power plants. The other thing is that I must add here that they do produce some sort of they do emit carbon, but that carbon is, you can say it is within, or it is quite minimal, right? It's not that much. So that is the reason why it falls under this environment friendly or environmental friendly and clean source of energy. We need energy security, right? And it helps a lot. Nuclear power plants help us a lot in achieving this energy security, because at present we are a developing country and we are energy hungry country. We need to uplift millions and millions of people out of poverty. For that we have to provide them energy, electricity. Electricity is very basic, right? You can understand your tourism business is not possible without energy. Your hospitals, right, they cannot run without energy. Your offices, your education, everything, right? So this is one of the main reasons why we need energy security. With this, dear friends, we have a good news, and this sort of good news we do find it nowadays quite a lot, and fingers crossed we will find them in near future and in future as well, because so many things are coming up, and it indicates that incrementally, gradually we are standing We will stand, of course, one day, but at present we are taking baby steps or leapfrogs many a times when it comes to being energy, or not energy, but defense secure country, or you can say the capabilities or technologies that we are developing here is making us self-reliant when it comes to defense products and services. And this good news is pertaining to this ballistic missile defense, right? We have launched a supersonic interceptor missile, and this is a rare thing because only few countries at present have got this thing. We are the fourth country to get this indigenously developed supersonic interceptor missile. Before us, Russia, then you have USA and Israel. These are the three countries only around the world they have this sort of technology with them. This was launched from Abdul Kalam Island. Now Abdul Kalam Island is on the eastern part of the state of Odisha. Here you have Bay of Bengal, right? So this is some basic detail regarding Abdul Kalam Island. This sort of missiles are launched by DRDO all the time. They are the ones who develop it, and they are the ones who launch it as well. And after that everything is completed, then they will hand it over to our defense Army, Navy and Air Force. With this, dear friends, one more thing that I would like to add here is that at present we have two different, you can say, sets of interceptor missiles, right? The one is a Prithvi defense vehicle, and the other one is this advanced area defense. So first one is Prithvi, and the second one is advanced area defense. Now the difference between these two missiles is that this one is exo-atmospheric. Basically it can step out of the atmosphere and then it can come in, so the altitude or the height is quite high when you talk about this Prithvi system. And this advanced area system, it flies in low altitude and it is called endo-atmospheric. That means it will stay within the limits of atmosphere. So this is a sort of additional information just in case if you are a sort of enthusiastic about this sort of things, and it helps you a lot in understanding like where we used to be and where we are heading towards. With this good news, right, all these systems are working fine, this radar and other things, and basically a Prithvi was launched, and Prithvi was coming towards India, and this indigenously developed a supersonic interceptor missile intercepted it and destroyed that Prithvi. With this good news coming from Agriculture Ministry, it is pertaining to milk production. Now during this Parliament House Annex, right, in New Delhi, our Minister of Agriculture, Sri Radha Mohan Singh ji, he said that India is the oyster of global dairy industry with opportunities galore for the entrepreneurs globally. The reason is that from last 15 years, dear friends, we are the largest milk producer country in the world, right, in the world. And I'm sure when you go to countryside you find how very well, right, this milk animals are part, they consider the farmers, they consider it as part of their family members, isn't it? And of course, why not? Because they contribute quite a lot in energy. When I say energy security, I mean to say that you can produce biogas and things like that from their cow dungs and other stuff. The other thing is they provide you milk, and it gives additional income to the farmer. The milk, he can consume the milk, as well as the family can sell this milk to dairy, and they can earn money out of it, and with this money they can develop their own family. With this if we go back in 1960s, then we find that 17.22 million tons of milk was produced in our country, but at present in 2016-17 it has reached 163.7 million tons, which is huge. And all this thing is possible because of white revolution. Very important topic for your preparation, right? White revolution. We have talked about green revolution quite a lot of time. In future, whenever I will get a chance, then of course I will discuss with you this white revolution in detail as a focus topic. With this, dear friends, per capita availability of milk has gone up as well. That means the supply has gone up everyone can have a bit of extra milk. If we divide it with our population production and the population of our country, then we find that from 307 gram you have nearly 50 gram addition, right? So 351 gram per capita availability of milk. That means demand and supply. You have more supply, demand is constant. That means the prices will fall down. We know the beauty of milk, that it has apart from vitamin C, it has everything in it. So this is going to help us to fight nutritional inequality and malnourishment. So in this context, this is a very important news. With this, dear friends, the things that took place with the family members of Mr. Jadhav, right? We know that Mr. Jadhav's mother and wife, they were in Pakistan to meet Mr. Jadhav, who is behind the bars, kept illegally by Pakistan for a very long period of time. He has been alleged to be engaged with spy or espionage activities, which India has clearly rejected. As far as we know, or what the truth is, that Mr. Jadhav was in Iran and he was abducted and taken to the other side of the border. That means he was taken into Pakistan, and since then he has been tortured as well, and this sort of things are going on. Now the thing is the way the family members are treated, right? Particularly this women members, they were treated very badly, and in the words of Sushma Swaraj, she has criticized it in the parliament. So you can say that the government of India has criticized this incident that took place with the daughters or mothers of our country and in Pakistan, and she said that this was a sort of golden opportunity for the Pakistan to cement or to fix the cracks or the bad relationship or the phase through which we are going through at present, both these countries. It was a golden opportunity for Pakistan to treat them cordially and provide them some sort of hospitality. And if this thing would have been done, then this would have created a positive vibe for Pakistan, and this could have helped bilateral relations. But they were not allowed to even speak in their mother tongue. This is a very basic thing. Apart from that, you know that most of the Indian ladies, when I say most of, I don't mean to say that take it positively. What I'm trying to say is that we know that most of the time the very common dress in our country when it comes to a woman lot is sari, isn't it? And they were not allowed to wear sari. They were been asked to wear salwar kameez. And the mother of Mr. Jadhav said that she has for a very long period of time or throughout her life, she has always wore a sari. So she would be very uncomfortable with wearing something else. And then as well, she was forced to wear. When I say forced, I mean to say that they created this sort of situation. Now you can understand that a mother who is there to see her son, she would do anything, isn't it? So she put on salwar kameez, and she was been asked to take off this Mangal Sutra and bindi and things like that. And this made Mr. Jadhav as well a bit worried. He was concerned about his father, but so this is the thing, how they are treated, right? And our vice president, who is the chairman of Rajya Sabha, has also conveyed, he has also said the government that we should inform or we should convey this incident, the way our ladies were treated inhumanly by Pakistan, to the world. So this is the thing going on with this, dear friends. Focus topic of the day is pertaining to earthquake. A very you can say tiny or small news, but very important if you analyze it. As we are speaking today, right, a couple of hours ago, it was reported in the news that Uttarakhand faced this sort of mild intensity earthquake. And this brings us to some basic details regarding earthquake. Now the thing is, you might have heard about this sort of words like epicenter and focus point and things like that. So what basically is epicenter? Here you can see it is said that epicenter was Pokhri block of Chamoli district. The epicenter and focus, the basic difference is that underneath the surface, right, you find the place where earthquake actually takes place. That is called the focus point. And if you draw a straight line from that focus point, vertical line, then you reach here epicenter. That is the area on the surface on which we have building and our city or the place where we live, right? So this is the basic difference between a focus point and epicenter. Please pay attention to this thing. This is very important. This may look very basic, but it is very important for you to understand. With this, you might have also heard about this scale called Richter scale, right? This tremor was measured 4.7 on Richter scale. So this is the machine here that we call Richter scale. It is basically, this part is fixed with the ground, and you have this frame, and then you have this hanging wire and a pen. So whenever this the earth will start shaking, right, so a pen will note down this frequency on a paper, and from then you calculate this movement, and then you come to know that the magnitude or the intensity of this earthquake. With this, there are some major movements, or the way how plate moves, right? Plates are basically, it's like a puzzle game, right? You have all these different pieces, and then you fix them together, then you have this sort of scenario. So you have Indian plate, you have Eurasian plate, you have Pacific plate and Australian plate and things like that. So they, all of them are fixed, but they are going through constant changes, and there are three major movements, right? One is divergent. Divergent basically means one plate is going this way, the other one is going that way. So many times you find the lava coming, or lava finding a way to come out. And then you have this collision boundary or convergent boundaries, right? So here you find plates are pushing towards each other, or many times one plate pushing towards the other plate. That's what happens here in Indian plate. This is the border of this plate here. This is one of the main reasons why we saw a big earthquake in Nepal, and this one Uttarakhand we know is on this Himalayan range. We find many a times in news that Hindu Kush portion of Afghanistan here, they also find this sort of earthquakes going on. So you know the reason why you find this sort of movements taking place between the plates. And the last one is transform fault boundary. So the one plate going this side, the other one coming this side, many times it is going up and down as well. So these are major tectonic plates around the world. You should go through it, pay attention to it, spend at least 5-10 minutes after it, and try to fix this picture, click this picture in your mind that Pacific plate is touching Filipino plate and Australian plate in this way and this way, and this will help you a lot, because many times you find this sort of questions as well. With this, dear friends, these are your answers: Pal Dynasty, Brazil and Tiger. An important announcement. I'm sorry, but many of you will feel a bit sad. The announcement is that for 7 days I am off, so no PIBs for next 7 days. Dear friends, as you will appreciate that for a very long period of time we have been delivering, particularly me, right? I am working for 7 days every single day, and I love it as well, but as you can understand, I would need a little bit of day off, isn't it? Some days off to spend with my friends and family. So here I'm taking 7 days off, and after that, for a very long period of time, there won't be any day offs. So as if you are listening my The Hindu analysis on regular basis, then The Hindu analysis English will be delivered every single day, right? There won't be any sort of break on The Hindu, but it's only the PIBs from which I'm taking a small sort of 7 days off. I'm sorry to say, I do feel the same, right? I feel a bit sad as well, particularly after the love that and affection that you have expressed. I was off for Christmas, and the messages that I have get is really touching. Thank you so much for paying me respect. I do pay respect to you quite a lot. You all are very important part of whatever I do. Thank you so much, and I will see you all soon, but make sure you check out StudyIQ.com, and also don't forget to subscribe and share this lecture with other people. I will share this file on my Facebook page as well as our Telegram channel. Enjoy your studies, right? And I will see you all soon. Take care. Goodbye for now. Jai Hind.